My name's Tara, and I'm a 65-year-old retired college professor. I don't know anything about construction. So if I can convert a schoolie, anyone can. So let's see if I can. Today, we're finally going to be able to work on the ceiling. It's still stuffy, but I think I'm not contagious. So I'm ready to put a ceiling in. One panel left to do, and we'll have to rip it to get it small enough, but we're on our way. As you can see, I did get the insulation in the front, so we're all insulated, and we agree it is warmer in here. Look at that. There's a ceiling. I don't know if you can hear the difference in the sound. It's a much softer sound in here, and it's a lot warmer. I'll give you a little tour of some of the errors, I guess, or at least our learning process. Eventually it'll all look okay, but probably not until the spring because it's going to take some paint and it's very cold and whatever. But it's nice in here. The process of putting in these beadboard panels was really a learning experience for us, really pretty classic learning experience. The first one took a couple of hours, and you can see we ended up, it looks like there were shotguns shot into it. We were using the wrong kind of screws, so the screws had too thin a head and they would just bust through. So we ended up going to get cement board screws, and they're not as attractive in that they kind of stick out. They don't go all the way in. But once we're painted white, they'll be okay. And they'll hold the boards. So the first one took an enormously long amount of time. The second one took maybe 45 minutes. By the end, by the last ones, we were doing it in 15 minutes, and it was just all pretty straightforward. Boom, boom. Nicely done. No shotgun shell look. So that's the learning curve, right? The beadboard didn't bend as easily as we hoped it would. Maybe if we put more furring strips on the edges going down over the curve, we could have gotten more of that curve to go. But you know, it's fine. It's still 6 feet tall in the center, and I'll still be able to stand and wash my dishes. And it's kind of cute. It's a little, feels like I'm living inside a shell, like my own little turtle shell. So that's nice. I said that about my dishes, and then I had to go check. And yes, I will be able to do my dishes standing up, which is great. I can't invite any tall people over to do dishes. They can stand in the middle, but they can't do the dishes. But, you know, I should do my own dishes anyway. I'm going to work on the walls and get some hemp oil on them. I woodcocked the biggest gaps in them, and I've sanded that down. It still looks pretty crappy, but at least the gaps are filled. Most of the walls will be hidden behind furniture, so I guess it's not so terrible that it looks bad. But I'm hoping that once I oil the walls up, they'll darken and match the putty a little bit more, and it won't be quite so obvious. I was so proud of this little door I made, but then I rethought what needs to happen with that, and those things need to be connected all the time. So I'll be taking the door off. But it was fun while it lasted. Wow, look at that. Isn't it pretty? I think that's a really nice choice. I'm really glad I went with this. The hemp oil didn't do much for the woodcock, but that's just going to have to be the way life is. I used hemp oil because I just wanted to seal the wood. It's, like I said, it's mostly all behind furniture, so I just want it protected and sealed, and I wanted to do it in a non-toxic way. And it's kind of a bonus that it's so pretty. So I'm going to need to get more hemp oil because it's going to need a second coat probably in another month or so, given that it's going to take a while to soak in. It looks very pretty. I left open the space behind the sink and the bathroom because I'm going to use some waterproof paint there. But I think it's looking pretty good. It rolled on really quick in about an hour or so, so it was super easy. Super easy. And some of the panels are really gorgeous, like that one. Okay, still needs trim and the bulkheads, but it's sort of looking like a space, isn't it? It's kind of pretty.